got an '04 Hyundai Tiburon here, and it's got an issue with the turn signals. As soon as you put the power to the battery, the turn signals come on and stay on. And I'm going to do a short video to show how to fix this problem. Okay, so what we need to do is get this box right here, the fuse box inside the passenger compartment on the driver's side. We need to get access to that and eventually take it out of the car. And the first step to do that is just a couple of screws, one on this side down here and another one over here on the right hand side. So let's get that out and see what else is in the way. Okay, so with the plastic down out of the way, now we can see this metal panel with several 10mm fasteners holding it in place. Looks like it's going to need to come down too to get access to this fuse panel or body control module. And what we're after in this body control module here is there's a relay that sticks on and stays on. And once we get it out all the way, I'll show you what we need to do to fix that. Okay, I'm gonna pull this metal plate down now. With the metal down out of the way, take all these connectors loose. There's just a couple of 10mm bolts and one Phillips screw holding this in the rest of the way. Now that the box is unbolted, I can see there's several plugs on the back side as well. Looks like about 6 plugs. So go ahead and get those unhooked now also. Okay, so we got the box loose right here. Most of these connectors just have a little impress to release them, and some of them have like a lever on the side you have to push in on. Sometimes you got to push in on the plug before you pull out to release it. Okay, with the BCM out of the car, body control module or fuse panel, whatever you want to call it, find yourself a good clean working space. I like to use a couple cups, plastic cups, put pieces and parts in, some needle nose pliers for removing the fuses. And I would also recommend taking several good photos of all the fuses before you pull them out, because a lot of these do need to come out before we can split this box open and get inside of it to get to the relays that are causing the problem. Okay, so to get this back cover off of the circuit board of the BCM, I had to pull these 3 relays out. They were right here, here, and here. And with those relays removed, you can get a screwdriver underneath these clips right here. They're all around the case, and you can pry those open, get this off and out of the way. These are the 2 relays right here that are for the turn signals, and those are the ones we need to get to. But unfortunately, the solder joints are on the other side of the circuit board, so we're going to have to go ahead and pull all these fuses out so that we can get the circuit board loose from this plastic case to be able to fix the problem. Okay, now we've gotten all these removed. I was able to just pull this out slightly, this fuse with the fuse holder attached, and there is a diode that plugs in right there. You might be able to remove that, or might be able to just leave it in place, but with all the fuses out, you can tip it over, and there are some latches, standoffs that you might have to squeeze this in together a little bit. A couple places that hold the circuit board to the case. But at any rate, with all the fuses out, you should be able to remove that fairly easily. Set that off to the side. Okay, and then I mentioned earlier that it was these two relays, but actually we're only after this one relay. This one right here on the left. And what we have to do now, and actually I've already went ahead and done this, but I will still show you how to do it on camera to help anybody that hasn't done it before, is we have to desolder all these little pins. There's 10 of them for each one of these relays. Okay, so my attempt at demonstrating how to desolder a solder joint didn't go so well. It's a pretty tedious process. You might opt to hire a local electronics repair shop to do that for you, or if you just check, there are multiple videos out there that show how to do desoldering. This is just one way to do it. There are other newer techniques that have a solder sucker that's spring loaded that will latch and then release when you push the button. That might be a better way, but I was able to get it off with this soldering iron. And once those are all desoldered, then you're able to just simply grab this relay and pry it out. And it comes right out of the circuit board. Now, one thing that I did have to do was I took some torch tip cleaners. They're just little files, basically, with serrated edges. And I had to clearance some of these holes out a little bit with the torch tip cleaners to get the new relay to fit in nice and snug. And some of these are smaller than others, so you'll have to use different size torch tip cleaners. But if you get those all cleaned out, then the new relay should go right in. And I was able to acquire my relay from eBay. I just went on and punched in the old relay number. See if I can get it to focus here. Maybe not. But the replacement relay shouldn't be dropped on the floor like that. But here's the part number for the replacement relay that I used. I was able to find this on eBay by just typing in the number that was on the old relay. And just for reference, that is NEC is the brand, Philippines, there we go, now it's focusing. EP2 3L 1T 3G4 248. That's the old relay. And the replacement is made by Nexum, and it has the same footprint and the same specs that I needed to have it replace the old relay. So once we get that all done and the holes are all nice and cleaned out and clearanced, you're able to just slide the new one in. And then from here it's just a matter of soldering the new solder pins in for the relay, and installation is the reverse of removal.
That's why I met and use one of them. There's a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Not a torch.
Oh yeah, soldering iron. And there we go. A little more on this one.
Like professional.
Yes, sir. Okay, and with the box BCM body control module installed back in the car, we have success. Turn signal is now flashing instead of staying on solid. So that was definitely the issue, and that fixed the problem. Alright guys, good luck. Hope this was helpful.